Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, good morning. Oh, where are the lights at? Good Lord. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It is always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. My name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the boring, complicated pattern memorization. Boring. Nobody likes that stuff. We show you support, resistance. That's all you need. Support, resistance. All right, guys, let's get to it. Of course, the market is green, not double digits, but that may change. That may change. Of course, we had the, well, it's actually happening right now. Mr. Chappelle is speaking, and no changes in the interest rates. People are saying that possible that we may get a cut in September. So we just gotta wait. We gotta wait and see what is going to happen. We gotta wait and see what's gonna happen. Hopefully the background music isn't too loud, if you can hear it at all. And hopefully the mic's working, and it looks like it is. All right, good stuff. If you have coins you want me to do, let me know. This is your 1 hour of free mentorship. I get some people, I don't know if it's like a surprise, but I get some people who message me, and as a matter of fact, I had 2 earlier today in reference to, charging for what I do. I said, yeah, man, like everybody charges. I said, but if you don't have to pay. Like if you want this for free, join my live streams every single day at 3 p.m. Ask your questions, show your, give me a chart, and I will give you the information. You don't have to join my VIP to get the benefit of the VIP. So give you a heads up, guys. I'm here for you. I want to make money with you, not because of you. Now, of course, the people that are in the VIP, they get a lot of extra bonuses and thought process videos and updates and, just everything else. But if you want just kind of learn how to trade, well, we do this every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Popcat, 2.2%. Ooh. XRP, 0.5%. And boring. I will admit, though, I'm very surprised with XRP. I was expecting a pullback, and it hasn't. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Now, I do hold some XRP, of course. This was my very first coin that I bought. This was the one who kind of led me into the crypto space. So I had a bunch of it. And then I sold about 90% because there was a guy on YouTube, and he said, of course, if there's a coin that's not making you money, what are you doing? Get out of it. Get into other coins. And I'm so glad I listened to that advice. Because of that, I made bukus of money. Bukus of money instead of just sitting in XRP doing nothing. And because of that, of course, everything that you do, you look back now and say, oh man, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I shoulda, coulda, woulda. That syndrome, right? The woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yes, I said woulda twice. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. And the benefit, though, is whenever you realize mistakes, you have the knowledge now to know that it was a mistake. At that moment, you didn't know it was a mistake because you didn't have that knowledge. So whenever you realize that you made mistakes, that's a good thing, because that's showing you that you learned something that's okay. I'm not going to do that again. There's a lot of stuff I'm not going to do again. Ooh, man, a lot of mistakes. My first bull run and my first bear market. So of course, moving forward, won't repeat those mistakes again. All right. So let's go ahead and get on with the show. Pop this out real quick. Move this over here. So once again, if you have coins you want me to do, definitely let me know. And make sure that everything is still streaming. Give me just one moment. All right, there we go. All right. Let's see here. Let's go with the charts. Let's get on with the charts. Oh man, YouTube is not receiving enough video data. If I start lagging, please let me know, because I will turn off the camera. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is that. All right. So here we go. We're looking at Bitcoin on the 1 minute chart. Bitcoin on the 1 minute chart. This is when Let me go ahead and bring this up. I'm gonna show you a website. It's very important that y'all know about this website. It's right here. And you can see the address. It's Forex Factory and the calendar part. And with this one, I come over here to this little button right here, and I only have USD. I don't have, you know, Australia or Canada or anything like that. I just have USD. And then I have all these checked. That way, let's go ahead and do this. That way it tells me everything that's happening in the US. Now, of course, we were notified. Of course, I notified the group. I said, all right, guys, you know, FOMC meetings coming up. And then sure enough, again, I believe it was yesterday and today. It's like, all right, you know, it's coming up, you know, 2:30. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So this is very important whenever we have the FOMC statement, and then especially when they speak on the conference. You know, they ask a bunch of questions, and depending on what's said, could pump or dump the market. Now, usually, if it dumps, expect a reversal. If it pumps, expect a reversal. So it's extremely difficult to trade, especially, you know, right before and during the statements and the conference. So let that be a warning to everybody. And then, of course, unemployment claims. This is important too. And then, of course, you have the CPI and the PPI. Now, of course, I go over all this stuff. on my YouTube channel, where I believe it's under videos. And you can just, you know, go through these, and I do talk about the CPI, the PPI, and you can just go and kind of like scan through this and see where I talk about it. But it's very important. Like, this information is very important. And I explained it right here, understanding inflation. So this video is about 5 minutes long, and I go over what it means and why it's important. So it's extremely important. How many times have I said that? All right, moving on. If you are not following me, definitely follow, of course, and smash the like and comment, and that is that. Let's come down here to, no, that's it. Okay. Let's get out of this. Get out of here. All right. So this is when the results came in. This is when they were doing the speech and asking questions and everything else. So when the report came in, it dumped. And this is on the 1 minute time frame. Hopefully the background music's not too loud. This is on the 1 minute time frame. It dumped, then it pumped, and whenever we're looking at Bitcoin, is this a 1%? No. Normally for Bitcoin, like a 1% is a good move. It's less than 0.5%, so it's nothing too crazy. But it dumped, then it pumped, then it came back down. This is nothing. This is just a drawing. Came back down, came back up, did a double top, came back down, broke this level, and then it started going in here. Now, here is kind of a small zone. Granted, this is on the 1 minute time frame. It broke below, and it did a bear trap. Came back up, did a bull trap, came back down, did another bear trap. Now, granted, you don't know these are traps until after the fact. You know, when you're in the move, you're like, oh, short everything. But once again, whenever we have the conference and whenever we have the results, you don't want to really trade because it's just going to go up and down. And then, of course, Mr. Powell started speaking. And as soon as he started speaking, started going up. And then it got resistance, came down, created a higher low, then a higher high, and then it was just in the zone for a little bit until it broke this level, and now it's coming down. It needs to find support right at 66.1. It needs to bounce here. If it doesn't bounce here, then it may continue lower. I'm not sure what he's saying right now. I was watching just literally a minute before the stream. All right. Now, with all that being said, let's look at Bitcoin on the higher time frame. Right now, we're looking at, let's go to the 1 hour, because on the 1 hour, we can see this a little bit better. On the 1 hour, we were talking about this, and we were saying, where's my lines? Let me get rid of this. Okay. So we were saying, you know, here's our level at this time. Here was our level. And we said it needs to close above this. And if it does, then more than likely it'll come up to about here, meet resistance right around this level, come back down, possibly bounce up. And then if it breaks this level, bull city. It's very bullish. However, if we break this level, then it's not good. You know, more than likely it's going to break this next level at 65.3 and then continue down. 64 is one of our major levels that we're looking at. Now, once again, I would like to see the price come down to 50, 52. That's where I would like it to see it. Like all these green areas, these are areas of interest. Between 62 and 60. Another tiny one between 56 and 55. And then, of course, my favorite, between 53.5 and 51.7. So right around 52, that's my hopefully my target, my goal. If it comes down here, guys, everybody's saying different things, of course. But this would be a really, man, this looks ugly. But everybody is looking for this possible, go to the daily time frame, this possible area of support to be the bottom. And we've been looking at this since the beginning of the year, and we haven't been hitting it. It just kept on going up and up, came down a little bit, went up a little bit lower. And all these yellows are areas of major selling points. Not a little bit, but major selling points. We have 72.7 and 73.7. These are major areas of selling points. Now, of course, we do have our zones, and we can actually, let's do another zone. And just gonna be really quick. I should kind of look at it more, but I'm just gonna do it really quick. But we do have this zone right here, and let's do red. This is our liquidity zone, sell pressure area, resistance, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. And sure enough, you know, the price action came up to our trend line. We have our trend line drawn here. And I think I drew this on the 4-hour. And it got rejected, and now it's coming down. And here is where we have our double top. And based off of our double top, and we talked about this yesterday, based off of the double top, if we break, and there's a whole bunch of ifs and ands, because nobody knows what's going to happen until, you guessed it, after the fact. So if we do break 65.3, more than likely, here's our next level, right around 64. If it continues to come down, eat this area of interest, you know, it may continue coming all the way down. The first time we did a double top, it went down about 21%. Second time we did a double top, went down about 25%. And then now we're doing a possible double top, because this could always change and it'd be a double bottom. But if it does continue coming down, then this double top, I'm seeing it go anywhere between 29 and about 23, 22%. So somewhere around here. I would love for it to come. Honestly, I'd get a little, I wouldn't say scared, but I would get a little worried if it did go down to the 29%. And again, you know, we added about 4 or 5 from this one to this one. And then same thing, we had about 4 or 5 between this one and this one to get this level. Now, these are just numbers that I just kind of, you know, as far as this kind of prediction, just kind of getting it out of the air just from the difference between these two. Does it mean it's going to come down here? Nope, sure doesn't. Sure doesn't. All right, moving on. All right, so I believe that is all for Bitcoin. Let's see here. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues? We're going to go over some coins that we've looked for in the past. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I did notify the group. I notified the group to close our shorts. I did that just because the market started turning. And of course, with the speech and everything, I was thinking, okay, you know, more than likely it's going to get maybe a pump. And right now we were in profit for the shorts. We had one of them already hit our first target. So we moved our stop loss in profit. The other one, we moved our stop loss in profit. slightly though, just barely. And it started to look like it was going to turn. I said, all right, guys, just close out our shorts. Let's just see what happens. And I do have alerts though, so we may reopen those shorts. Give you a heads up. Just depending, like it's just a waiting game. Like we just have to wait. All right. So with that being said, let's come over here. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It's like, where is it? So this is GME. For GME, of course, once it hit here, we're saying, oh, it could come down. And now let's move our level to here. So here's our pivot and it's underneath it. So this right now, GME is not looking good. NVIDIA is looking really nice. I really do like NVIDIA. We do have this gap. I was really surprised that this price action did not come down just a little bit lower to fill up this gap before it came up. So what this is telling me is that here's my thought process. I thought it was going to go up, down, up, down. So now what this is telling me is that we may, got to redraw. I was trying to cheat. This is telling me that we may do this. That's what it's telling me. All right. Let's see here. Big time. I only have this one up here for an example of what not to do, especially from other groups. And this one, you still be holding it. Still be holding it. And it's not looking strong at all. We have our high. Kind of a lower high, kind of double top area, then a lower high, then lower highs, this literally is giving up. Now, can it do something? Yeah, sure, of course, any coin can do something. So let me go ahead and take off the magnet tool and put this right here. This doesn't mean we're going to enter. This just means that I like looking at it because this is a perfect example of what not to do and how the other groups, they don't care about you. They'll post charts after chart after chart after chart. Buy the breakout, buy the retest, buy the breakout. But these charts aren't ready yet. So I'll give you a heads up. All right, let's see here. Hey, we got 100 Air in here. What's up, 100 Air? I say, you're late. That's okay, man. It's all right. We just went over Bitcoin, just finished Bitcoin. And now we're just kind of going over some charts that we've gone over before. If you do have a chart that you want me to look at, definitely let me know. If you have any questions regarding trading, indicators, anything, this is your 1 hour of free mentorship. I must stress that. We have gold. Gold is just kicking butt. Gold is kicking butt. Price action was here. I thought for sure it's going to probably come down to a double bottom before it breaks up. It said no. No, thank you. I'm just going to go up. And right now it's right at resistance. This is the liquidity zone. And it's doing good. It's looking nice. It's looking really nice. Let's see here. I thought I had others. So let's come over here. I love watch lists. Watch lists are amazing. Let's come down here. Let's see here. GARI. I used to get this question. I used to get at least like 2 to maybe 4 people on my live streams regularly asking about GARI. And then all the time. And finally it's like, you know what? I'm just going to do a deep dive on GARI so I know what it is. Did a deep dive. I was like, wow, this coin is trash. And every time they would ask me, I would tell them, dude, like I did a deep dive on it. The coin's trash. They didn't like it because I'm talking trash about their coin, but it really is trash. And a matter of fact, somebody had, because there's another guy that I watch, and somebody had asked them same thing as far as this one goes. And he looked at it and it was so funny. He's looking at us like, oh man, oh, ouch. Nah, I'd stay away from this one. He said it too. And that's one thing that I love. And that's what, like, I like watching other people do TA. And when other people agree with my thought process, that just confirms, okay, that's confluence. Okay, cool. Like I'm on the right track. Versus if they do something completely different, it's like, maybe I need to look at it differently. And that's the one thing I love. Like sometimes people will show like, I don't know, a pattern. And I look at it's like, okay, yeah, I can see that pattern. All right. You know, granted, I don't trade patterns, but I do see them. But sometimes, sometimes I don't zoom out as much. So Like they'll zoom out and they're like, oh yeah, we have this. It's like, oh, yeah. Because there are times, and I'll admit it, there are times, but this hasn't happened in a long time, where I'll just be focus in. When you do need to back out and just kind of look at the overall trend. But yeah, the people who would ask about GARI, they don't come here anymore. Whoops. And it's just an example of a trash coin. You know, it literally is trash. All right, moving on. For this one, not sure what we're looking at. This one, it was a request. This one could do massive gains. I don't know about this coin, but did I not like the candle bodies? Candle bodies look good. I don't know about the coin though, or what it is, but to me, in my opinion, you know, this is a pretty nice coin. Now, granted, it's not ready yet. You would have to wait. What, 30%? 12%. Wow. So I'm actually gonna, I don't know what it is. I'm actually gonna set an alert here. Okay. So I set an alert right around here. And this one will be a nice one just to set it and forget it. You put money in a little bit and you just wait 6 months, 8 months, a year, whatever. And maybe your $50 turns into 500 or maybe 1,000. Who knows? This one has a lot of potential. Look at that. If it goes back to these highs, depending on what the project is, there could be other coins that are newer. Maybe they promise more things. Maybe they already have a working project. So there's a whole bunch of ifs and buts to go into this. All right. Next one is XRP. What happens when you see this? You're not a millionaire. Everybody on YouTube is like, look guys, it went up to $2 and this and that, blah, blah. And you know, I called it and we nailed it. This is what is it called? A glitch. It's a glitch. Don't get all happy. This is just a glitch. You're not a millionaire. This also sometimes happens when you're doing 3S and 3L coins, especially when they, I forget the word all the time. Reaccumulate, redistribute, reassemble, reconstruct, help me out, guys. Readjust, recalibrates. When they recalibrate, you'll see this too sometimes. So you're not a millionaire. I thought I was a millionaire the first time that happened. I was like, oh my gosh, I made it. Nope. All right. So XRP, not gonna lie, looks good. As much as I don't like to say that, it looks good. So let's get rid of all that junk. Let's get rid of everything here. Let's look at XRP for what it is. What the price action is, not what it is, because I will start talking trash. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So let's go into this. So here's our main level at 72 cents. That is our main level. We do have this level right here, which looks pretty good. It's right underneath it too. It's right underneath the resistance at 64.76. So can we do another level here? That's too close. It's another little level. Okay. And I'm not sure what the price range is between this. If it's like 4%, man, that's ridiculous. Okay, 14%, not bad. Okay, so these are all good then. Because you don't want these levels to be like 4%, 8%. You know, 15%, 20%. For me personally, in the bull market, I like having mine between 20 and 40%. But you can see that this one really doesn't move. Like it came up and then it just in this area. It came down a little bit, this area. So if I was going to enter this, which I won't, but I would have a lower bid down here. Man, but one thing that I don't like about XRP is that it'll make you money and then he'll take it all away, and then some. Made people money, took it all away. Made people money, took it pretty much all away. Made people money, pretty much took it all away. You see what I'm saying? Made people money, almost took it all away. Let's see here. Made people money, pretty much took it all away. That's why I don't like XRP. That is exactly why I don't like XRP. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So if I was looking at XRP, I would actually set an alert right here, and then I would have low targets, you know, like 15, like 20%. This would be my target. So, right, I'm not going to do this like super. Oh, I got it. So here would be my target. And then for my stop loss, it depends. Like if it starts coming up here, then we can add to it here. But if it dumps and we get this one, then this will still be my target. And then I would have my stop loss somewhere down here. But I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I don't like it. But if you want me to, then just let me know. All right. So this one is a meme coin. Let's see here. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues, let me know, guys. If not, we'll put our timer on. Let's see. Countdown. Let's do more of a countdown than that. That's our countdown. All right. Let's see here. So for this one, this is our meme coin. It's a penguin. Very cute penguin. I believe that's what this one is. We had an alert here, which would have been here. We would have been in a trade. So if you missed this, then not a problem. Okay, 15%, 20%. Ugh. Well, I was going to say, you know, you could enter it now, but it's really dangerous because you have a high, you have a lower high, you have a lower high, you have a possible lower high. So what could happen is this. So I'd have to wait on that one. Yeah, I'd have to wait. Okay, so this one, see here, Peter says XVS. Yes, let's do that one. Ooh, this one looks like trash. See here, XVS. Okay. Let's see, XVS, and we're gonna do MEXC. No, we can't do MEXC. USDT. MEXC. Okay. Let's see here. Did I get my phone fixed? Okay. So I took it in yesterday, and I tried to do it myself because I watch YouTube videos. It's like, let me at least try it. I separated the stuff, some of the components, and then I moved the battery over to the side. It was like attached or whatever. So I'm moving it over. I got, got to see what I got to unhook or whatever. And then, granted, it's like 3 or 4 in the morning. And then the battery, it's off to the side. I was like, I remember it was connected. So I go and I look at it. I was like, oh, snap. The cable snapped. I was like, oh, crap. So I took it to the dude, and the dude says, you have to order another battery. Like it's really messed up. And then he starts trying to point out other stuff. And this right here, this is kind of loose. And I said, listen, dude, like, I don't want this to be perfect. I just need to get access to an app. That's it. Just need to get access. I don't care if it only works for a day or a minute, or I don't care. Like, oh, well, looks like you, okay. Like, I think he's trying to like upcharge me or whatever. And it's like, dude, well, this is what you need to power on the phone. I'm thinking, oh, crap. I said, well, hopefully it works. So, but yeah. So I get the battery. Oh man, I was trying to not so much save money, but just to see if I could do it. And it's gonna cost me like another, I think it was like $35 for the battery shipping. So it's gonna cost me another $35. But for him to actually fix it is very cheap. It's like $60. He'll probably charge me a little bit more, because he's probably got to do more stuff. But I mean, even $100, $100 to get my money from all my exchanges, I pay it, But granted, I was trying to mess around. I was trying to do it, see if I could do it myself. and then open up a shop. I fix phones. No. All right, this one looks great. This one looks amazing. Not financial advice, but I would enter now. Not financial advice. So here's our level. It did break out of the, oh, wait. I would wait 22 minutes. I thought this was a candle close above the line, and it's not. So this one's a candle close above the line. So we got to wait 22 minutes. Anything can happen. It can come back down. But I do like this one a whole bunch. And trying to find a level. I don't like this level. Let's zoom in. I'm just going to have to do it right here. And then we'll do another level. What's the market cap on this one? Is it big? Is it small? Crypto 420 says a MYRO. Yeah, definitely. We'll do that one. So let's see here. I'm going to do one more. Yeah, if y'all can find the market cap on this one, I would appreciate it greatly. All right. So for this one, more than likely, let's go ahead and put our indicators on so we can look smart. Okay. Let's do this. So we can see some of the price action. I like it. Of course, the pattern traders, they're going to say, ooh, look, we have a cup and we have a handle. That's what they're going to say. And this is the measure and move up here. That's what they're going to say. But we don't say that. Why? Because we trade off of support, resistance, and trend lines. So here, we would more than likely enter here. We don't want 10%. We will take a 20% though. So this would be our target. And okay. And then our stop loss will be fairly tight just in case it breaks. Oh, it's not really tight. We'll do 10%. What am I doing? Nope, not that. Stop loss. Okay. Okay, got it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, move to front. See, market cap is 127 million. Okay. Well, I tell you what, for being such an extremely tiny market cap, the price action looks really good. You don't see all these crazy wicks. You don't see like nothingness. So this one looks pretty good. Now, granted, I wouldn't put $1,000 in this because now I know the market cap. I'd put maybe $50, see if you move the price. And then maybe later on, another hour or two, or next day, put another $50 to 100, see if you move the price. Of course, it's very important to understand how order books work, how liquidity works, how, liquidity, all that is buyers and sellers. And that equals the order books. So you can only buy from someone who's selling. So if you want to buy 100 of these tokens and somebody is selling 50 of them at this price, and the next person who's selling 50 of them or whatever is at $10, in order for you to get your 100, you would have to pay the $10 price, get his 50 and the lower 50, but you would actually make the price move. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, watch my video. I do show you how to do this. It's got I really need to do screenshots of all this stuff because I talk about it a whole bunch. Go to videos. It has 3 stuff on the thing. I forget what 3 key factors. So crucial factors traders overlook. So this is the video you need to watch. 3 key factors: volume, liquidity, order books. I'm actually going to put this in the chats. Share. So if you have not watched this video, definitely watch the video. This will explain how not to move the coin. I didn't know any of this stuff, guys, and nobody teaches this. They just say, oh, buy the breakout, buy the retest. They don't teach you all this stuff. Like for me, do I have a group? Yes. Is it paid? Yes. Can you learn? Can you learn without being in the paid group? Yes. How? Come here every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I show you all the tips and tricks. I show you how not to get wrecked. Period. Moving on. All right. Ooh, man, our short. Darn it. And darn it to heck. Darn it to heck. All right. So that's what I would do on this one. I like it. Okay. Let's see here. So the market cap on this one is 127. Very nice. And then let's see here. Oh yeah. So Crypto 420 says MYRO. Let's do some MYRO. YouTube. You see that? Re-enter. This is a short on near, but this is not a statement. This is like a question. You know, are we going to re-enter? So don't enter a short just based off of this alert. Like I have to like look at it and everything else. All right, moving on. Let's do MYRO. MYRO USDT. MEXC. MYRO's not looking good. I would do a short on MYRO. It broke our resistance. Let's get rid of all this. 4-hour time frame. Magnet tool. Here's our level. So if you're doing patterns, which I don't, but if you do, then you would probably say, oh, look, we have a shoulder complex. If you squint your eyes, tilt your head, maybe turn around real quick and get dizzy, it's like, oh, I see it. It's a complex shoulder and head and shoulder. Broke the neckline. Did a retest. Bearish retest. Not looking good. If anything, I'd do a short on this one. And if I was going to do a short, my target would be, my target would be here. Why not? But I would not enter this as a long. Again, none of this information I give you is financial advice. All this is for entertainment purposes only. You're looking at around 9% move, 2x leverage, 3x leverage, nothing crazy. And then for your stop loss, so it's just above this, and your stop loss would be, no, you don't want to do a 1-to-1. Wow, that's rough. Let's go to 1 hour. Man, if this wick wasn't here, our stop loss will be like right around here. All right, so for this one, I would not recommend getting in as a short. However, for me, what I would do is I would actually have a bid right here. This is very high risk though, so I do not recommend it, and I would not put this in the group because it's such high risk. So what I would do personally is I would enter here a little bit just to see how it's gonna go. And if the price comes back up, then more than likely I'm going to enter here, or more than I would enter. But what I would advise, if I were to advise this one, and I'm not, wait to see if it bounces. And if it starts coming down, then I would enter. And then of course I would enter once it creates a pivot, I would enter my last amount. So that if I do get stopped out at this, I'm only losing this portion. Or if I add it here too. So just kind of give you a heads up. But for this one, since it's a 1-to-1, I wouldn't recommend it. All right, so that is doing a short. Now, as far as a long goes, I would wait for you. For this, I would set an alert right here. Once the alert goes off, then of course, you have to wait for the 4-hour candle to close above 0.13299. So hopefully you like that information. Let's see here. Peter says DeFi RWA. Okay. So is that the actual ticker? DeFi? DeFi USDT on MEXC. I don't like it. I don't like the price action. I'm positive this is a very small market cap. I don't like it at all. DeFi. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this. It's not even $1 million. Yeah, I would put maybe $10 in it and expect it to go to zero. And for the, it's down 96.77% from 6 months ago. And was it released 6 months ago? It was released 6 months ago. Yep. It was released 6 months ago. It's a horrible, horrible one. The tags are DeFi Launchpad. Man, you would think with the Launchpad it would do good. Let's look at it. Website. Introducing DeFi token by DeFi. Web3 SocialFi and antivirus super app. Okay. Your DeFi portfolio tracker. Control your digital asset with a full suite of innovative tools. Invest confidently, supported by our auditing experts. Okay. Get DeFi today. Okay. Total volume locked. Tracked is 33 billion. Huh. Okay. Let's see here. DeFi tokens. Okay, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of stuff. Okay. Investors. Okay. Founders. Key opinion leader investors. Haven't heard of any of those. They have a lot of subscribers, but you could have bought them. Oh, the Martini guy and the moon. Coin is trash, though. Media features and mentions. Their website's good. I'm not gonna lie. It has a bunch of stuff from, you know, Twitter and everything else. I'm not gonna lie. This looks pretty good. Their website, anyway. I don't like the coin though. And their website keeps on going and going. Okay, so DeFi, copy. Let's go to research. So would I recommend this coin? No, sure wouldn't. But Joe, you're doing a lot of research on it. Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't. Vesting period. All right, so right now, they're releasing tokens today. And they have, let's see here. You can see all this stuff right here. But, okay, untracked 39%. Unlocked 24%, 25%. Next unlock. So yeah, they do it every day. That's what I thought. What I would like to see is what was the coin the initial price of the coin. Man, that's just horrible. Okay, so oh wow, y'all see that? So the initial offering, the price was 20 cents. Wait a minute. And the return on investment, this doesn't make any sense to me. 0.1x, but they're down. The price right now is 0.03. This doesn't make any sense to me. And the platform startup is 5x. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe they gave coins to Gate.io at a very cheap price, like a angel investor type deal, and they're up, but all the other people are down. I don't know. I do know this though. Here it was, and just dumped. I don't like the coin. Period. I would not invest in this. Oh man, dang it. I got another re-entry on the short. Man, I was afraid of that too. Oh well. Because we had closed out two shorts. As I mentioned earlier in the show, we closed out two shorts, and right now I'm getting an alert saying, hey, you might want to open those. But we didn't lose money when we closed them, so that was good. I mean, it would have still been okay if we would have still lost money, because we would have been protecting ourselves. What's Bitcoin doing? Oh, wowzers. Wowzers. Oh man. See here. Let's go over here. All right, so we did that one. Let's see here. M says, Joe, let's see a DYM. Okay. DYM. It's not doing good. I would strongly recommend waiting to enter this one. If you are in it, expect it to come down quite a bit. Right now it's in this zone, and this zone, if it breaks below, which it's very, very likely that it will, you're looking to possibly pull back to maybe this area. So you're looking at a possible drop of around, not too bad, about 12%. But if you are thinking about entering this coin, what I would do, again, not financial advice,